All right, so we took a trip to Flint, Michigan, and we're going to show you the worst parts that we saw, which we looked online for where should we go to see the worst parts. So we went there and drove around a little bit. And as you're going to see, these are some pretty rough neighborhoods. And we even added a map where you could see kind of where we were in Flint while we did this video. Most of this is north of downtown, sort of northwest of downtown. And it was about 8 a.m. on a Sunday. So there weren't a lot of people out, which is probably a good thing because I don't think people like to be videotaped. There's actually nobody out in the neighborhood we were in for about the first 5-10 minutes. There was absolutely not a single person was either outside or up. Flint's population is about 100,000 people, and it's the 7th largest city in Michigan. And of course, everybody knows about Flint as being a city that was once a booming city when the car manufacturers were there. The nickname is Vehicle City. But in the 80s, a lot of the cars left, the car companies left, and what was left behind were a lot of people who didn't have jobs. So the town has died since. And as you can see, there are not only abandoned houses everywhere, but there are areas that were raised where there used to be homes, and now it's pretty much just grass. In fact, the car companies had about 80,000 people working, and that number went down to about 8,000 people. So a lot of people didn't have jobs. And the population went from 200,000 to about 100,000 in about 40 years. So it's pretty rough in this area. I'd imagine it's nowhere that you want to be after dark. And of course, a lot of people know about Flint as being an area that the water is unsafe to drink. So, people drink out of bottled water still. So we then wanted to go check out an area near downtown. So we went a little bit east of where we were and kind of took what is Martin Luther King Avenue or Boulevard south into downtown Flint. We're going to see a lot of former businesses that are no longer open. There's a tire service center and a place called King's Market on the left. Those are both gone now. And another building right there, you can't even tell what that is, right next to the fire station. You can kind of see downtown Flint off in the distance, straight ahead as we come up. But you can see right here, I mean, we're on one of the main drags, and there's huge areas where there's homes are just gone, or buildings are gone. Whatever was there is now grass, basically. Just turn back to nature. Here's another abandoned liquor store on the corner of 8th and Martin Luther King. Just on the left and right, both sides, just buildings that are no longer, businesses that are no longer open. And as you see, as we're starting to get closer to downtown now, we're going to drive over the Flint River, which is polluted. I couldn't show that, but there was also a race going on, so there were a lot of people running around. Apparently there was a marathon or a short 5K or something, so there were a lot of people running around downtown. Normally, I'd imagine there would be nobody downtown at 8 a.m. on a Sunday, but there were a lot of people on this day because of a race, and you'll see a lot of people running around. And now we're going to go to some other neighborhoods and some of the other worst parts of Flint, some of which are you turn a corner and it's a really bad street, and you turn a corner and it's not so bad. So we're going to just kind of let this thing go, and you can see how a lot of the northern Flint suburbs kind of blend together, where you'll have a little bit of a neighborhood and then you'll have a completely abandoned, rundown area.